Hey guys, a quick overview of Project Rookery. It is called Bouncing Ball New Shot. The shot you'll want to open up is the one that says New Shot Gale version 01. Rename it with your name. After you've downloaded the new zip file and uncompressed it and copied it to your desktop, you'll want to open up Maya and then hit go to Maya, and then you want to set your project directory first. So we'll set our project directory to the Bouncing Ball New Shot. So I set, and then you'll go File, Open, and open up New Shot Gale. It'll say errors have occurred, and you'll say, okay, because that's all you can say. Then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to hit my mouse button so I can only select curves. There should be 3 ball rigs in your main camera window. This is the one I suggest shooting out from, but if you want to set a different camera and shoot out from a different camera, that's perfectly fine. Remember, we've got like these display layers if you want to turn off a couple of the other ones and just concentrate on animating one at a time. Then you're going to want to save your scene, swap out Gale for your name. I'm going to turn off everything except the soccer ball. And if I don't want this crate, I can turn the crate off. So let's talk a little bit about the rig. I'm going to go ahead and select the main controller. So this is our main control. We're just going to set it and forget it. You don't actually need to even key it, but I like to key it here at frame 1. Make sure I've got auto key set. I do. Just marquee select everything on my rig, and I'm going to hit S to save a key. You can also come up here to key and say set key. So now each one of these controls should be red when you look at it in the channel box. This one right here is your settings control, and this is where you can change the type of ball. If you want to change it to a tennis ball, and put it back to a soccer ball. If you want to change the overall size of the rig, you want to do it on this big main global scale channel right here. We want to use this control to animate our translation at frame 1. I'm going to bring it all the way up here. It's off screen. And frame 8. I'm going to put it back on the ground. Break the tangent. Change the tangent. I'm going to squash and stretch it by selecting this top cross green control. Select this. Squish it way down like a crazy pancake. Frame 1, hit 0. Frame 7, I'm going to stretch it out. I'm also going to select the one on the bottom, stretch it. Yeah. Make it around here. And let's go. Do, 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 do. So that's one way of getting squash and stretch really fast. So when I was talking about angling the shape of the arc, let's create an arc for this guy. So I'm going to select this blue translation control. This is the region tool. You get it right here. It's good to bring the translation down a little bit. The other thing I want to do is I want to kind of angle the entire animation. So because I don't have any keys on this, I can do this here at frame 1. I'm going to hit E. I'm going to rotate the whole thing in Y a little bit. And push it back into space. So we want to, if I take the, oops, if I take the translation control right here, and I'm going to go up to visualize, create editable motion trail. And I'm going to make sure that I have in this window motion trails clicked on so I can actually see it. So now I'm seeing the path that the ball is making, and I can edit it a little bit if I want to here. By selecting these keys and moving them slightly. Okay, so now I want to rotate the ball so that it's shaped to the arc, and I can see the arc now because I'm using visualize motion trail. So I'm going to hit, I've selected the round green ring, and I'm going to use this to rotate the ball so that it's following the arc. When I get here, it could be 0. Here, I'm going to want to rotate it this way. Can just start this rotating. Select the move control and add a key here. So I can really play with the shape of this. So I'm going to go back and select the rotation ring. Interesting. Solid shape. wonder if we can add rotation now in here. Okay, so there we have a quick example of how to add shaped squash and stretch to our control. And we want to keep the rotation of the entire ball on the rotation control, the squash and stretch on the squash and stretch controls, and the translation on the blue ring. So rotation is the red ring, the blue ring is translation, and the squash and stretch are these three controls. One is the outer ring, which rotates both the crosses at the top and the bottom. And the crosses that you have at the top and bottom, you really only want to animate in Y translation. So I'm going to go ahead and select my motion trail over here in the outliner. I'm just going to hit delete to get rid of it. So if we do a quick play blast. So I hope that helps.